So I don't know what took me so long to get back to kinky straight, but Curlsqueen definitely gets it right. Now what I love the most about their bundles are how full they are. I only needed 2 for this install. I'm gonna do the watercolor method. You guys already know what this is, okay? You don't need a tutorial for this. However, I'm gonna show you guys this method. I think I invented this. I haven't seen it done. Also, just feel like I'm doing what works best for me. I'm gonna start by stitching on my braid pattern. This is just to ensure that the hair is going towards my face and hides my very fine edges. Now, it's definitely giving Baldiana right now. However, it is just like an optical illusion of sorts. What happens is when I do color my hair, my edges look really light. They like take the color the lightest, unfortunately, so it gives bald, but it is what it is. Still we slay and we work it out. Now, I love this color because I just wanted like a really deep chocolate vibe, and I think this was definitely doing it. Now guys, I haven't done a sew-in in so long. This was literally driving me nuts. It was so much work. But this is the end of the first bundle, and you guys can just see the track placement. I did cut my tracks because I just needed them to lay perfectly. Once I got to that U section, I just closed it off like you would like a traditional invisible part. I'm doing a sew-in invisible part, in my opinion. I don't want to call it that, but it's kind of giving that. I'm tired, okay? So I'm just using my mirror to make sure that I'm having all the coverage that I need. And this was when I was like, wait, I had to figure out how to cover this part up. I literally was glitching in real life. And what I decided to do was to do 2 tiny strips of hair, and I'm going to stitch them. Honestly, this was extra work. I could have stitched these going downwards and saved myself a lot of hell. You guys do not need to sew it going upside down. You can still stitch it downwards in a really loose loop stitch and just flip the track over it. Like, that was unnecessary. But you guys can see this is the first track that I'm going to add. I'm going to do it on the other side, and you guys see how easy it flips. I'm not stitching this super tight, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I hope this is making sense. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to start with stitching my final track, and this is just going to anchor the tracks going the direction that I need. So you guys can see I'm flipping the tracks over, okay? I just used the pencil just to help me, and I was praying to make sure that it worked out. But anyway, what I'm going to do is take my last track, I'm going to flip that track over on my left side, and I'm going to stitch on top of it at the very top of my braid pattern. I hope this makes sense. I can explain this in further detail if you guys need it, but I don't know how else to explain it. But I'm going to do a very loose loop stitch. This is my favorite stitch anyway for sew-ins. I have never had any issues. My arms are killing me right here. But I've never had any issues with like my hair like falling out with sew-ins. It's just the way that I stitch. They don't, it can be like secure. It doesn't have to like be pulling, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to pull that back portion forward also and stitch on top of the hair. So yes, I am stitching on top of hair, on top of hair. Does that make sense? I'm going to go all the way around, and then once I get to the other side, I'm going to flip that track going the opposite way and just trust the process. So I'm going to flip the track, as you guys can see, flip, flip, flip. And look at how seamless that looks. I was like, wait a second. You might be on to something, baby girl. So next time I will definitely take my track a little deeper. I wouldn't cut it up like this. But again, I only had 2 bundles and I had to make it work. And of course, this was all the hair I had left. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Flip the track going the opposite way and stitch directly on top. I wish this was something you could do like at the beginning of your sewing, because I really wish that I had more arm strength for the placement. I could have put them closer together, but I was so exhausted. So now I'm going to take my hot comb and just solidify. So you guys can see I'm flipping that track that I stitched on top of over. I'm going to flip it over, use my hot comb, and thinning shears just so I have like little flyaways to like tease into the part. I hope this is making sense, guys. I'm doing the same thing on the other side, and then I'm just going to hot comb them down. And this is almost like equivalent to what they've been doing with like the V-part wigs lately. My little piece in the front, I'm just gonna put a little bit of hair mascara to make it blend in. And guys, none of my hair is out but that little piece that you saw. Can you believe that? Yes, we did that. So now I'm just gonna get into just cutting and styling. I mean, you guys don't need me to talk. I've been talking so much. I'm just gonna be quiet now and you guys can see what I did. My husband bought me a coffee martini because I was just stressed the fudge out, okay? So I'm going to use my EAP heat flat iron and a tension brush. Everyone complains about kinky straight hair not holding curls. It doesn't hold curls, guys, because you're not straightening. So I'm using the tension comb, my T3 micro. For a kinky straight, I like to go with a smaller barrel. I know you guys want the blowout look, but you will get that. So go with a smaller barrel. I would say like a 1 inch. Don't be afraid of it being too tight. It's going to fall. Pinning your hair is going to be the cheat code of cheat codes. And as you guys can see, I'm going to do that on both sides. Let the hair cool. And I'm going to take a little nap because my puppy has been driving me nuts. Also, you want to use some holding spray. There is no curl without holding spray. Okay, honey? So I'm going to just like take my curls out and flip them backwards and brush through them. I love the brushes that come with Curlsqueen. They're just perfect for styling. They're just top tier. Now I'm going to just go through and just tighten up some of those layers because I realized I had a lot of weight in the front of my face and I just want her to not to be a little, you know. So this is the finished product, guys. It's giving Farrah Fawcett. It's giving. So I love to wear hair perfume. That's just what I do. I'm using my Kylie and I'm spraying my girl down, okay? And I'm just so obsessed with this look. I think this is perfect for the gym girlies. Let me know if you would try this technique and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you, Curlsqueen. Bye.